What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video, and excuse the clock in the background. But welcome to a new video on Rndr. Wanted to do a full update. We've been bearish. I mean, basically since the last couple of weeks we obviously have been bearish in the markets as well, and with Rndr it's practically the same. All right, here you can see on the 12-hour time frame, we are following some sort of a very steep downtrend right here. Yesterday we had a glimpse of bullish momentum with AI coins doing relatively well, for multiple reasons. I mean, the markets in general were just bouncing, which was good. But then apart from that, we also had like SSI, which is a new AI company being founded, which has some big names behind it, so that's bullish as well. But I mean, the sell-off today continues, right? So that might still reverse. Like it's a possibility that the market today reverses and that we do see some sort of a short squeeze, some sort of a turnaround. That's all possible. But if you look at Rndr right here, like if you really zoom out to the 12-hour time frame, like we found significant support here at $7. That was to be expected. As you can see historically, it's a strong level, and I do think that Rndr still has potential long term, but the situation long term has become a little bit more difficult. And the reason for that is that, well, first of all, short-term markets are not great. So we can, on the short term, if there's a lack of demand, we can drop down very, very low. And then apart from that, the competition for Rndr has absolutely skyrocketed. All right, there's much more competition. Like even IO.net, which is a relatively new coin, is really directly competing with Rndr. So that's something to be worried about. I mean, short term, like if you look at the technicals, I don't think you need to worry about it too much. It's just the fact that right now the markets are just not great, which is causing Rndr to drop down. Like this is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is bearish, but is still holding on very well. But this is the altcoin market, and the altcoin market is just technically very bearish. All right, so and then if we do a little bit more of an in-depth or deep dive into Rndr, what you will see, and I do think that's interesting to look at, is that there's just a constant sell-off. Like the CVD here is just not doing great. Hopefully you can see this a little bit, but even like we did gain some momentum yesterday, and that's still going on, or at least that's not going on anymore. But the momentum, that like the longs that were opened yesterday, which was good. Like we got a big liquidation spike 3 days ago on Tuesday. So after that we bounced. Also big liquidations with a strong support at $7. That's all great. All right. So that is why we bounced, or at least that's part of the reason why. But then you see momentum coming back in 2 days ago, which was good. Positive CVD right here. But then what you see right now is that the open interest continues to go up with a very negative CVD, which means a lot of shorts are being opened, which tells you something about the direction of the market right now. And as long as Bitcoin is bearish like this, like as long as we don't see a bullish confirmation for Bitcoin, I expect Rndr to be bearish as well. Now, that means that I do think, like if I look at the situation for Rndr right now, what I think is that, all right, we are consolidating, or at least we are stuck between $7, which is a major support, and 8.5, which is a major resistance. So what I normally would say is wait for one of those two levels to break. All right, because if we break down below $7, that's a confirmation of more bearish momentum. If we are, for some reason, who knows, able to break above 8.5, that's a confirmation of a reversal, which is bullish. And I still think that's the best thing to do, but I do think that if you look at the circumstances right now, and if you look at Rndr right here, I think it is most likely that we might find support at $7 again, but unless Bitcoin turns bullish, I think it's most likely we'll drop down below $7 and we'll start to drop down towards like 6 and 5.5, and maybe even 5. It's a possibility. So those are my thoughts. Like I said, initially I think $7 will hold still, and that also gives us a bit of room to create some more bullish momentum. But for now, this is what I think is most likely. All right, so if you do have any questions, let me know. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.